Okay, Monday, we're back in our usual place, the warehouse again. Not too much going on this morning, nothing to go out. We do have an outstanding order for an auger torque package that needs a bracket made. I'll show you around that just now. So we have some pre-made brackets like this. This one's for a Doosan DX19 or a Bobcat E10. And what we would do, let me turn this over and I'll show you, is take either our auger cradles, which are in there, or the linkage blocking ears, which it will be in this instance, and weld whatever we need onto the bottom of the plate. That just makes it quick and easy to be able to build on whatever we need underneath the kind of standard hitch brackets dimensions. We can do it quickly, get it out to the customer as quick as possible, reducing the lead time sort of from order to delivery. However, my usual welder is off this week. This order came in sort of tail end of Friday, so we didn't get a chance to do it last week, which means, guess I'm welding. So we'll get this up, we'll get it prepped, get the paint taken off the bottom of this bracket, get it tacked up and get it welded.
No, that's perfect. Thanks for your help with that.
Again, there is a demonstration, if ever you needed it, of switching between jobs in the middle of welding that hitch bracket up as I was showing you, and then the phone rang, so we're taking a phone call, we're going into talking about sales, specking up drive units and specking up the right, let me put that on, specking up the right product for the customer in between trying to get another order completed and out. So as I said, if ever you need a demonstration as to switching between job roles, then that was it. Tuesday morning, 27th of June, we're just up at the warehouse, a couple of orders to go out this morning. The order with the hitch bracket that I showed you me making yesterday, that's to go, so we'll go and get that packed and out. We're still waiting on some profiles turning up from a supplier. We'll then need to take them to the engineering place and get them welded up, and that's what's on the plan for this morning. Truth be told, no feeling 100 yesterday or today, but skipped the gym this morning, which may prove to be a bad idea. Seemed like a great idea at the time, but I've been sat here drinking my coffee for the last half an hour with no desire to move, so yeah, maybe not my best idea. But hey, things need to go out, things need to go on, so could always be worse. Woke up healthy and able to get out this morning, so that's better than a lot of people. I forgot, we did actually get one delivery yesterday, so we'll get that open and show you what's in it. I used double pin cradle hitch that was used at the Plantworks show. I'll try and put a video in here. It was used at Plantworks for the demo stand. So bought it. It's for a Yanmar, which is normally an odd size. So buy it, keep it for stock. What's in here? Pilots. Yep, Hard Rock pilot. In fact, let me open that, I'll show you. Hard Rock auger pilot. Yeah, that's just for stock. And underneath there, you can just about see it. I'm not going to unwrap it, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. A Canjini TC1. Yeah, direct drive. Canjini TC1 8 hydraulic flail. Shelf space somewhere that can go in. So this is the double pin bracket that you seen me welding yesterday. Welding those ears onto the pre-made top bracket. So this setup's going on a Bobcat E10 30mm double pin hitch bracket and a 1200 drive unit. It's going to a solar farm down in the bottom of England somewhere. There is also a 300mm auger to go with this that we don't have in stock, that's why it's not in this pallet. That'll go direct and everything should be there tomorrow. So we'll finish getting this packed up, wrapped up, taped up, and ready to go. You know what winds me up, and this might just be me having a rant? Courier companies. Some courier companies. Ours, to be honest, our pallet company, Palletways, shout out SNT, are, to be fair, excellent. But some of them, dreadful. Just out with our control, but like so annoying. We have a couple of attachments coming in this week that we need hitch brackets for, that I've promised the customers they'll be back out dispatched this week. Ordered some laser cut profiles. They were dispatched Thursday last week. It's now, so they were dispatched Thursday, should have been on a next day service, should have been here Friday, weren't here Friday, should then have been here yesterday, weren't here yesterday, and we're now 2:15 on Tuesday, still no sign of them. Nonsense. That's my rant of the day. Courier companies. And not even so much, well, yes, the courier companies, but the lack of information when it comes to some courier companies. Like, yes, stuff happens and things get held up, fine, but just tell people about it, let them know. Don't constantly make it our job to have to phone and chase it up. So the attachments aren't here yet. They should be here tomorrow or Thursday, but there is one of the brackets we need built. I'll show you what they're for, obviously, when they turn up and we get them bolted up, but 3 of those brackets, I've got the pin material cut, so that's ready to go. It's just the laser cut profiles we need, and then I need them welded up. Oh, this might be us. This might be our delivery. Looks promising. It looks promising. Let me go and get it off and see if it's actually our parts we're waiting on. So, I was right, it is our parts. I'm just going to sort these, make sure they're right, stick them in there, and let's go and get them welded up.
Well, ended up a guy phoned about another tree shear, like just after I stopped viewing. Like that 215's an in-betweener. Theirs jumps from 200 to 300.
Yes. Tuesday evening, 7:20. We're still in the warehouse on the phone with Andrew there, just talking over some bits and pieces and some different attachments, some tree shears and flails and stuff, trying to see what we can send from here to there and there to here, and etc, etc. I'm going to train the dog. If he decides he's getting up, where is he? If he decides he's getting up for there, you want to train? You doing anything? I'm going to get him moving, hopefully, do a bit of training, and go get my dinner. Then go back out to the office, do a wee bit on the website, see where the evening takes us, I don't know. Work that out. After I get this done, go get my dinner. So, I might be back, or that might be it for Tuesday. Morning. Wednesday morning. Just got to the warehouse. Feeling much better this morning. Been in the gym, been in the sauna, got a cold shower, been for my coffee, and we're ready to tackle the day. Got some more welding to do this morning, just a cradle assembly to a top plate again. So we'll get that done, get it painted, and that'll be ready for the order to go out tomorrow. And then we'll see where the day takes us for there. Oh, and also last night we broke through the 5,000 mark on TikTok, so that was cool. To try and see if we can do maybe some giveaways or something. But yeah, we're through the 5,000 mark, so that's good. That's good. Just try and keep up with that, keep the content coming. Maybe take a bit, tried to do a bit of tidying up in here yesterday, but you can see we're still tight on space. And on that note, we may have some update on a new place, which would be literally massive, and figuratively as well. But yeah, I don't want to say too much in case I jinx it, in case it doesn't come off. So fingers crossed. I will update you more as soon as I can. Forgot to show you around this before I've pretty much finished packing it. I was halfway into wrapping it and I remembered I hadn't actually showed you around. I'll put a finished picture here of what was included, but it's an X2500, locking cradle hitch, 200mm log splitting cone, 300mm S4 tungsten auger, and there's a pair of couplers in there as well. So it's a full log splitting and auger package for a TB219. I'll try and remember to video the next one, but I was halfway, as I say, into wrapping it, and I remembered I hadn't actually got any video of it. Morning, Thursday morning, 29th of June, 7:45. Not a lot going on as far as orders going out this morning, so I'm just in the office at the house. A couple of things to get going. I've got a Simex screening bucket coming in next week for a demo for a customer the following week. So I'm about to order the bolt pattern, laser cut bolt pattern plate for that, so we can build up the hitch bracket in time for it coming in. So when it turns up, I'll show you as well. We should have some other Simex attachments in today, so I'll show you them as soon as they turn up, which will be, I'm excited to see them. Ordered them a few weeks ago when we were at Plantworks, our first Simex attachments, so that'll be good to get them in, get a look around them. A couple of them going back out, we'll get them back out tomorrow. We'll have the hitch brackets that I showed you the parts for the other day that we took to get welded. I should have them to collect at some point today when they're ready, get them painted, get them on the attachments that are coming today as well, and get them back out tomorrow. So yeah, not a lot going on first thing this morning, but some stuff that will come up later on in the day, and then we'll just see what happens in between times.
Fine, no problem, sir. So well noted. We have released the manufacturing drawings to produce the products, and on weekly basis there will be an update from my side. Thank you, sir, and have a great day. We'll stay in contact.
You too. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye, sir.
Thanks. Bye. Hopefully I can include some of that, but that was one of the factories that we've been working with in India that makes, well, at the moment they just make our hitch brackets. The plan is, and that's what I was talking to him about, was what is for them to make our log splitting cones as well. So we're quite well down the road with that, so hoping to get there in the next month or so to see them being made, which would be very good. So there you go, there's a call to India this morning that I completely forgot was happening. So hopefully I can share a snippet of that with you. Okay, so apparently we've just had a delivery of a couple of pallets, which I think can only mean one thing. Let's go see what they are. Just as I'm walking up here, I'll show you this. We currently work out of one of these units here. This is in the way into what is my parents' business in their yard. Because we can't get trucks into the front of our door, they need to come up here, unload them up here, and then I'll go up and bring them down. Haha! It is exactly what I thought it was. Let me show you. It is our order of Simex gear. Simex compactor, planer, and the one I'm actually really keen to see working, tiny little screening bucket. As I said, they're up in the top yard here. I'll get them moved down, get them unpacked and show you around. I normally don't get excited for deliveries any longer just because we get them that regular and it's normally all stuff I've seen before, but these are pretty cool. This was a new manufacturer to us and a whole new attachment line. It'll give us access to screening buckets, compactor plates, road planers, rock wheels, rock saws, crusher buckets, a whole load of stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm really excited about that. So we're just going to get these down as I showed you. I need to run them all down on a small forklift. That's cool, we'll get them down, get them inside, I'll unwrap them and I'll show you around. Me okay over the noise of this forklift, but we've been speaking to Simex back and forth for a good few weeks on and off, and then a few weeks ago we were down at Plant Works at Peterborough, spoke to them again, seen a whole range of the products in the flesh and decided when we were there just to, we got some inquiries back and forward for some of the things they do, so decided there and then to at least buy these ones that I'll show you around in a minute. So these are all attachments that came off the show stand at Plant Works. Weirdly they actually drove them back to Italy and then back into the UK. I think it was an import, export, paperwork, customs type thing. So that was a couple of weeks ago and that's him only turning up. So as I said, my thoughts were this gives us a whole lot of extra product line to offer and a bunch of attachments that we've never had before, which is excellent. But also kind of my thoughts when it comes to us dealing with a new manufacturer, it's easy for everybody to promise everything that we can do this or we can do that, but at the end of the day I like to think that we're offering something as well. We have to be able to contribute to the partnership, and there's no better than us showing commitment to a new manufacturer to actually put some money up, get some stock and try and get it out there and get it working, because it's easy to say, oh, we can do this or we can do that or we can put it in the website and we can try and sell it, but you're never as motivated to sell it as you are when the stuff's bought and paid for and sitting in front of you. And it shows commitment from our side to a manufacturer that we're able to do and willing to go buy some stock, put some money up and ultimately try and add a bit to the partnership as well. So that's my quick thoughts around working with a new manufacturer. I'm trying not to drop this big planer. As I said, we'll get these in, we'll get them unwrapped and give you a look around. let me give you a quick tour of what we got delivered. First things first, vibrating compactor plate, PV450 model for 6 to 10 ton excavators. That's fairly self-explanatory, it's a vibrating plate. PLB 350, 350mm road planer for excavators as well. I'll show you a bit more around that in a second. And the one I'm most excited about, the little tiny VSE2 screen bucket. Little screening bucket for 1.5 to 3 ton mini diggers. Really cool to have these here. Compactor plates, if you know attachments, you'll have seen compactor plates before. It's essentially a big model version of your sort of petrol driven whacker plates. It's an eccentric weight on the end of a shaft in there, spun by hydraulic motor, and that's what vibrates your base plate that's mounted on these big massive rubbers. Road planer, asphalt planer, call it what you like. Big drum with pick teeth on it, which I'll show you in a second as well. This is an excavator mounted one, basically spins the drum and planes away the road surface or the concrete. Well, in fact, it will do concrete with a slight change to the teeth, but this is the asphalt tar version. And as I said, the one I'm most excited about, the VSE2, the little mini screener bucket. This is Simex's screener bucket with fixed shafts, so fixed screen width on this one. You get to the bigger VSE, the 10 and upwards, the shaft centres can actually change to change the output size, but in the VSE2 and 5 it is fixed. But really excited to get that in a machine and see what it could handle. Speaking with the folks at Simex, they are extremely confident that their screen buckets can handle pretty much any material. So really excited, that's one of the reasons we got this, and it just looks pretty cool, to be honest. So yeah, more than excited to see some of these out working. The compactor plates sold, as I showed you the other day, we're getting hitch brackets made for that and the planer. Compactor plate sold, planer is scheduled to go out and demo as soon as the hitch bracket's ready. I'll need to go and get hose assemblies for both of them today. I'll do that this afternoon. Hitch brackets, as I said, should be ready this afternoon. I'll pick them up, we'll get them painted, maybe get them painted today, get them bolted up, get the hoses on, and we'll get both of them out tomorrow. But really cool to have them here. Really excited about the new product lines that it offers us, and obviously there's going to be a bit of learning involved on our behalf. So as I say, these two are going out, screen bucket staying here just now. We'll get a bracket made up for that and get that out and get that tested. Let us see what it's like working as well and make some videos for you too. Any questions on any of these, please get in the comments below and fire away. I'll be happy to try and answer them. Back with the hitch brackets, and just look how good these look. Pretty good, eh? We're gonna get them lifted out, get them inside, give them a final buff up, get them ready for paint. We'll try and get some paint in them this afternoon, this evening now I guess. Try and get some paint on them, that way I don't need to mess about in the morning. I can get them bolted up, go and get hoses in the morning and get them out. Morning, we're nearly there folks, it's Friday morning. Just in the way for a coffee, then we'll get back, build up those hitch brackets that you seen me painting yesterday, build up that compactor and planer, hopefully get them out. Just quickly, we've got this going out, hopefully today if I can get it ready. That going out on a demo, and then we'll see what we're doing with the little screen bucket. We'll go sort out those hitch brackets, maybe give them just a final coat of paint. One will get bolted to there, in fact two, there's two going with this. I'll bolt one up to that, We'll go tidy them up, give them a final coat of paint, and then go and pick up some hoses for the both of these. That time they'll be dry. We'll come back, fit them, and we'll should be able to get this out today. Planer might go out Monday. Truth be told, I forgot to film painting them yesterday, but they're looking good. I'll give them a wee touch up with some sandpaper just to flatten them out a wee touch, and we'll give them one more coat just to make them a bit tidier looking. They're a wee bit rough, so I'll tidy it up with some fine grit sandpaper. We'll get another quick coat on just now while we go, then it can dry while we go pick up the hoses.
With 100 views, watching them an hour long.
Hoses, adapters. Here's where I hope I ordered the right adapters. Ah, good. Alright, got a couple of adapters there. The hydraulic connection on the plate is 1 3/16 ORFS plate, and the planer have the same. We're just going to adapt them to 3/4 BSP, just because 3/4 hoses and 3/4 BSP is a bit easier to get and just is a bit more common size. That's what we've got the hoses made in, 3/4 hose, 3/4 BSP fittings. Put the adapters on, put the hoses on. I've got a set of 2.2 long hoses for this and slightly longer for the planer because the motor's down in the side of it. Not in there, it's not in that one. Because the motor's down in the side of the planer, so the hoses need to be a wee touch longer. We'll get them put on, go and grab the hitch brackets down from the top workshop, get them bolted up, and this should be good to go. Now granted, you wouldn't want me painting your car, but I don't think that looks too bad at all. Nearly done. Just have to bolt this down and pack up the other one because there's two going with this for two different machines. That'll be us done. Final touch, as always, some of these. I think that looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Simex PV450 compactor. That's a hitch bracket with 50mm pins for an 8-ton Hitachi. As I said, another one to go with it with 45s. Being truthfully honest though, we're going to amend this design for future reference. For future ones of these, we're going to amend this design because those bolts are really tight to get in that space. So I think what we'll do, heighten that space a wee touch, bring these out and just put some spacers in to take the width back. But it's in, bolted down, torqued up, nylock nuts, washers, hoses are on, couplers are on. Quick clean up, stick that back in a pallet, and it'll be ready to go. Officially our first Simex attachment sale. The PV compactor plate. There's the other hitch bracket I was talking about. Let me get it in shot. There's the other bracket. Unbolt that one, bolt that one on. Let them use it over the both machines. That's a 50mm pin, that's a 45. The centres are different. The centres didn't work out. Sometimes we can do it and put two pinholes, but the centres overlapped, and that was the neatest, tidiest, quickest solution, was just to make two brackets. But yeah, there it is. I'll get this banded to the pallet and wrapped because it's leaving today. You've seen that before, I won't bother showing you that, but cool, happy with that. That's good to get. As I said before, new brands, new product lines. Nice, like that on a Friday.